Hey there, David Risley here with Blog Marketing Academy. Obviously, I'm not recording this video, this daily video blog, on my iPhone. I'm recording it on a much nicer camera today because I'm in the office, and I figure, hey, if I'm in the office, I might as well, right? A few things I wanted to talk about. This is going to be a little bit more of a miscellaneous video blog. Three things probably. One is to those of you guys who are really worried about the fact that I've recorded some videos while I'm in my car. I got your concern. I really appreciate your concern. I'm glad that you guys are concerned about me. But just to let you guys know, if I thought that there was a safety issue with it, I would never have done it. I just want to let you guys know I am not holding the phone. It's sitting in a little stand, and I hardly ever even look at the darn thing. I literally hit the button, and that's it. In fact, I even have a remote control for that. So basically, I don't look at it as any different than talking to somebody who might be sitting in the passenger seat next to me. So that's pretty much that. I'm not going to say much more to it. I've had a few other people who have done these types of videos tell me that they got the same thing when they did car videos, that there were people worried about their safety. So I got it. I don't, the reaction that I've gotten on that regard is not unique, but at the same time, okay, that's pretty much it. Secondly, is I am working on converting my blog over to StudioPress, and I wanted to talk a little bit about that. I'm really happy with StudioPress, or the Genesis framework, I should say. I'm glad that I chose it, by the way, over Thesis. Now, Thesis is a great framework. I don't have a lot of experience with it, but I've seen it. I've seen behind the scenes. I know some people that work with it, and I've got nothing bad to say about Thesis. I also have met the guys behind it, and I think that they are top-notch and know exactly what they're doing. But like anything else, as a consumer, have to make a choice, and I did choose to go with the Genesis framework over the Thesis framework. And there are several reasons for that. I will probably write a blog post on my own personal decision, but one of them is the licensing conflict with Thesis and WordPress. Now, there's been a big debate and battle about that in the past few years with Chris Pearson and Matt Mullenweg kind of going at it, and they just don't like each other very much, basically, and it comes down to a disagreement over the GPL license and basically what should be free and what should be open source and all that stuff. And I can totally see Chris Pearson's standpoint. I really, really can. That being said, when you work with WordPress, it goes a little better. And the StudioPress guys, the Genesis framework, does work with the licensing with WordPress. It has the GPL license. And one of the side effects of that is the fact that it is a lot easier to find plugins that work specifically with the Genesis framework. If you go to the plugin directory at WordPress.org and search for the word Genesis, you're going to find a lot more plugins over there that are available for it than you're going to find for Thesis. And it's because Thesis it's kind of frowned upon because of the licensing thing by the official WordPress community, whereas the Genesis framework is not. And therefore, I feel like there's more community support for it. There is definitely a community behind Thesis, but it's mainly a third-party type of community, and there's a lot of help out there for it. But I feel like there's more community support for the Genesis framework, and there's definitely a lot more plugins for it, and that makes my job a hell of a lot easier. So anyway, I'm really happy with it. I'm probably going to be launching the redesign for blogmarketingacademy.com in the next 2 or 3 days, and it will be based on the Genesis framework. Now, when I say redesign, it's not going to be a total redesign. It's going to have a lot of similarities to what the site looks like now, but it's going to look somewhat different, and it is going to be totally based on the framework. And obviously, as I launch that, I will have more to say about why I chose StudioPress and maybe some tutorials on how I made the transition. But in the meantime, I definitely recommend StudioPress. Okay? I think that's probably it for my update for today. I think what I'll do is record my video blog from the nicer camera when I'm in the office. And if I'm not in the office, I'm still going to use my iPhone because it's really fast. This is a little bit slower, but being that I can pipe it into ScreenFlow really quick, and ScreenFlow has an automatic upload to YouTube option, it's still pretty quick. I'm not going to do any editing on this other than couple the video and my audio together, and then bam, it's out the door. So it's still pretty fast. It'll still be a, kind of a quick thing. All right, that's enough of me talking. I'll see you later.